Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run Kingdom, where I don't know if this is going to be the last episode. I legitimately do not know. But we're going to be going back to the plumbing story of A Mermaid's Tale, because, I don't know, it's last time that we left off, we realized that basically love was lost. That's the best way that I can describe it. There are other places that we can go above the raging sea. There's like this stuff of no retreat, no surrender. There's also some stuff in the past that we could have done. I just didn't focus on that because I wanted to see if I could save up all my quotes. But the last time that we left off, as I mentioned, you know, love was lost. Apparently Lloyd, Oyster, and White and Pearl Cookie are just having a bit of a mishap right now, and it's not really doing too good. Although if I press this, it would just finish the Mermaid's Tale story. Great. So I just gotta finish it, I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's just finish it and not do every single stage. But yeah, and also we, I think, did a last minute clutch against the pirates because apparently Sea Fairy got summoned and just wiped the floor with everything, summoning the Tower of Frozen Waves. And now we just have Above the Raging Sea, Cannon Rain, and then Endless Despair. I can only imagine what this one is like. But with that being said, before I actually go ahead and go on with this story, I do want to say that if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so. It could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. Doesn't really matter because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, that's what matters the most. And I will be reading videos, I'll be reading comments from the video called Super Mayhem Tier Crown Edition for Cookie Run Kingdom, because, you know, Super Mayhem was a thing. I only played that like once. So that's fantastic. So let's just start this off with one simple comment from Smart and Smile saying, "Oh wow, another Super Mayhem. I remember to watch Out for the Sea Waves, and I got burgers for lunch. It was tasty. And at 10:09, heck, I want to bring with Stardust, Wildberry, Pure Vanilla, Black Pearl, and Chocolate Brooch to stay in the Seashore Hotel, because yeah, it would be really cool to see the view outside." Seashore Hotel? I don't know if that counts as an expedition, but like, by the way, in that video I asked, hey, what 5 cookies would you want to bring with you on like an expedition of sorts, and I don't know if that counts as an expedition, but you know what, as long as you chose 5 cookies that you feel comfortable with, then that's what really matters. Anyway, what's above the raging sea? Everything should be destroyed now. I'm hoping that it is. Well, specifically the pirates. I want that to be destroyed. Oh no, what if the pirates shoot at that tower? Now that's gonna worry me.
Ah! The waves are too small! What's that tower? The tower is causing the storm!
The ship is a wreck. My dough is getting soggy. Save me!
They're all getting decimated.
The waves are rolling back in! Ah!
In the blink of an eye, the sea created a tower from the waves themselves. There's nothing that hollow whale can do but shatter and sink.
It feels more like you're describing this as if we were reading a book.
My whole body is trembling, witnessing this. I've never seen the sea so powerful, so strong. No more hesitation, no fear. Why am I tearing up? This is the strength of the sea. This is the love of the sea. That's what I want. To be like the sea. How can I be like the sea?
Someone just shoot another cannon at them.
This is not the time. I need to find the other gem mermaids. Quickly.
Weren't they around fighting with you? Or maybe the boat that they were on just broke and they all just like scattered.
I see more mermaids. Give me the harpoon.
I just instinctively like double clicked right there because I panicked.
Eek! Help! My fins are stuck!
Oh no.
Everyone, keep the sails up! Don't let any mermaids or other creatures swim away!
How are you not getting sunken away?
Let's catch all of them, no matter what. As long as we can make it back to land with them, we'll all be rich.
You all are on the verge of death. How are you all of you? Literally, it's in your name, Greedy Cookie. I really hope you die.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Is that the sound of a whale?
This sound. The ship is returning?
Oi, lads! Here they are! Cannons! Harpoons! Bring more weapons! The sea is ours!
Like, literally just seeing this is so despicable. Like, I'm just there like, how, do you just really not care about life? Do you really prefer money than life?
These land cookies will never stop attacking the sea, even after all its treasures are gone.
That white light. It's a gem mermaid! Give me the harpoon. I'll catch this one myself. What was that just now? The mermaid's eyes darkened all of a sudden. I missed! Someone! Fire the harpoons and the cannon!
This is... I gotta be honest. As much as it's you know what sucks? Part of me is really starting to think, just because of the stupid pirates, it's gonna cause the mermaids to have a huge what's the term? Despise? Yeah, they're just gonna despise all of the land cookies who have, you know, 2 legs and just walk around. Which is kind of an issue because, like, it should just be, like, dedicated to, like, the hatred should be dedicated to, like, the pirates and, like, the people in the sea. I just lost that one. I think I'm gonna restart that level, honestly. I did not play that well at all. I think I just wasted crows right there, but I literally just got folded. Pattaya Dragon immediately just got shattered. That was not my best moment, not my finest hour. But, like, it's legit. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, all the hatred should be focused on, like, you know, the plumbing land cookies that are specifically aimed for, like, pirates and stuff. It shouldn't be aimed after, like, you know, every single land cookie to exist, because I gotta be honest, that means, like, some nice people who are, like, trying to do good for the world are just also getting the short end of the stick as well. And it's really unfortunate because, like, not everyone is this greedy pleb, but of course, since I'm pretty sure these are the only times when, like, the mermaids have, like, had any association with the plumbing, like, land cookies, of course they're just gonna have bad implications of them, and they're always just gonna be like, oh well, every single one of them is bad, we're never gonna trust another one ever again, which is kind of sucks. But with that being said, we gotta read a bunch of comments over here. There's a lot from Mona, so we gotta read each one of them, specifically Mona Wolf Deer. One saying at 9:57, "Do we rule my OCs being chubby feels cute and also drawing them too cute, and when you hear they have the worst parents ever." Why would you write could you ever write an OC that has, like, good parents? Another comment you left is, I have 20 Cookie Run OCs, and I do need to explain the story again since I made changing to them, giving them ages, probably doing it in 20 days, redoing my Cookie Run OCs. Well, I'm proud of you for doing that, because sometimes you just need to look back on some of your stories and make big improvements. That's something that I've also done. Endless Despair, great. You have another comment saying, common question, probably the Ancients, so all the Ancient Cookies. I guess, hey, they're reliable. Another comment you left is, today was my first day in school. No one in my class knew I was non-binary, BS. My GF, and especially I didn't like Feather anymore. I didn't say his name in months, like, wow. Well, I mean, hey, just live how you want to live, and just live that in the way where you think you can be comfortable with. That's the best thing I can say, especially when it comes to school. Might be stressful, but whatever. You did leave one more comment saying, today I got late to school and it was the first day. Like, why? It was the first day. Okay, let's bear in mind. Just say the excuse that, hey, it's the first day of school, I'm a bit rusty, so don't blame me for being late. Everything was just, like, so confusing. I was trying to get used to the new stuff, you know? Just use that excuse, don't worry. If you use that excuse, you should most likely be fine. Let's do that up right there. Do that. Okay, there we go. Honestly, with these combies, it's not the worst, but I have to play very optimally. Like, if I, like, make one little misstep, it's basically all down the drain for me, and I'm going to get destroyed and decimated within a matter of seconds.
My album's gonna be even better.
When will you release an album? Like, it's been, like, how many years? Probably over 1. I don't know. Oh, there's just one called Sinking. Though that's actually a slight nomination. Light that never goes out. And there's Frilled Jellyfish. She's dead. I'll focus on that one later, probably. Let's do Sinking real quick. Actually, let's read one comment, because there's a rather long one from Guava Marshmallow. Comment question of the day, probably Wildberry, Hollyberry, Pattaya Dragon, Pure Vanilla, and Prune Juice Cookie. Pure Vanilla will heal everyone and keep everyone safe. Pattaya Dragon in case we need to fly somewhere or attack something. Wildberry and Hollyberry to both protect us and keep Pattaya Dragon focused. And Prune Juice is knowledgeable and hardworking and can attack if even needed. It's hard to choose because most of my favorite cookies are evil and chaotic. It's kind of tough because also with Prune Juice, you have to bear in mind that they're kind of one to... best way that I can describe it is they're willing to put you in front of them, and he's probably going to want you to take the bullet before him too, and he's probably going to do the least amount. He's the type of person who in a school project who would probably do the least amount of work, unless if it was his own work, if that makes sense. Anyway, everything's going to sink now.
It hurts. I can't breathe.
White Pearl Cookie!
I've awoken from my dream.
Soon, I'll get back up as if nothing happened.
And the moonlight has withered away in the dark.
White Pearl Cookie, my beautiful moon.
Be still, my beating heart, for I feel too many things at once. Wrath, emptiness, betrayal, and yearning. Can strength help me escape from these feelings, I wonder? Like a colossal wave, washing everything away. Almighty sea. The sea fairy tear.
I'm surprised how no one has stolen it yet.
The entire sea is trembling. It's never been like that, even at the sea foam rite.
Small moon, who shines brightly from within your shell. You shall shine the brightest when there is no moonlight.
The sea's prophecy. I wonder. Now that the lightless sea is as somber as my heart. Now, it's not too late. Please, almighty sea. More. Just a little more.
Not again. You gotta be kidding me.
Another cookie? They do nothing but disturb, devastate, and hunt. They're nothing but foolish, evil, and disgusting. That's right. I cannot take it any longer. No more.
I already have a feeling of what I'm gonna call this one.
I feel the power flowing through me.
Uh-oh. There's the breaking point.
Foolish white pearl cookie. Foolish young lady. What were you thinking? Never trust anyone. The only thing you can rely on is strength. And strength like that only comes from wrath and hatred. Yes. My power is darkness so vast it covers the entire sea. It's simple. I will pour all emotions into the sea and drown them in a whirlpool of darkness. Waves, carve that ship in half and swallow up the cookies at once, so that my wrath may never dry out.
She's had enough.
My head, it hurts.
I think she's taken in too many emotions. Oh, it transformed! Oh, it's like the Legend of the Red Dragon thing where it showed like White Lily, and then after the cutscene was done, it showed Dark Enchantress. It's the same thing, but when White Pearl appeared, now it's just after the cutscene, it's Black Pearl Cookie. Oh, good. Now there's Overwhelming Greed, Embrace of Wrath, and Gathering Storm. Oh my gosh, how much more of this is there? Because this is slowly making everything just go off the rails. Okay, I gotta ask a common question of the day real quick, only just because like we're already like 12 minutes to 13 minutes into the video, and it terrifies me. So, honestly, how about something interesting? Considering that there's so many water legendary cookies, like what you have Sea Fairy, you have Black Pearl, and technically there's also Frost Queen. And I know you're saying, I know it's technically not water, but it's ice. Ice is frozen water. It's basically the same thing. So let's do something goofy. If you had to make your own new water-related legendary cookie, then who the pleb would it be? Because technically also Abyss Monarch is, I mean, they're more of a legendary of darkness, but like they also originated from a deep part of the ocean as well. So we'll just mark that as 4. So, yeah. There's plubbing that. So let's just say you just had creative freedom just to make a whole new legendary cookie, but it was also, again, water-based. What would you make it be? Would you make, imagine this, like a sparkling water, like, cookie, where it's just, like, you know, purified water, stuff like that. Kind of like the opposite of Black Pearl, except the opposite of Black Pearl would be White Pearl. Or something more adjacent, like the Mermaids and stuff, even though that is Black Pearl again, but I'm just talking more based around mermaids than based around hatred and darkness, if that makes sense. Like some sort of a leader, or maybe just like a legendary water cookie who is like based around an entire sea creature of sorts, just as overpowering as like other things, like maybe an enormous giant whale, or like a shark, or stuff like that. I feel like you can get pretty creative with stuff like that. Alright, there's a lot more levels to go through, and Black Pearl Cookie has not had enough yet. So let's just shred through them and also read these plubbing comments, because there's quite a lot. For example, Undercover Elixir of the comments saying, Snapdragon is good for PvP battles, please. Well, I personally use Parfait. I wouldn't hold it against you saying that, you know, plubbing, Snapdragon is bad. I'm not saying Snapdragon's bad at all. I'm just saying I prefer to use Parfait just because, you know, good support cookie as well. Dude, she's get away from me, please. Trying to bombard me with attacks and death. Stop. Alright, shoot the things. Please, don't kill me. And big boom. Okay, there we go. You should be decimated now. Come on, nothing? Get out of here. Just kick them off the boat. Destroy the boat. We're trying to destroy people and also destroy their boats. We're doing both now. We're in the mode of Black Pearl Cookie has had enough. Please put down the gun. It's not worth it. All right, what's next? There's also a bunch of comments from AGamer360. One saying that I'm scared that pets are going to be added in Kingdom. Boy, do I have news for you. In 2022's Devs Now Behind Kingdom, they said they're planning to add pets, magic candies, affection system, and cookie-specific treasures one day or another. Magic candies have already been released. Well, magic candies and I don't know if there's cookie-specific treasures, but I feel like it's going to work in the same way as the combi system, where it'll make it work. But that's going to be weird, because does that mean it's going to also be like 10 things in a level, where like, you know, there's 5 cookies, but also 5 pets? Like, I don't know about you, that does seem insanely crazy. But, jeez, they're going to introduce this new pet gacha. It's going to be wild. And that's probably where all my millions of crystals are going to go, for all I know. Okay, they're all trying to bomb rush forward. Get away from me, please. Heal up very quick just so we can get our HP back. Okay, we'll use the buff instantly again. AGamer also had 2 more comments, but I need to get through this level first because kind of terrifying. Oh, this isn't even the end. There's another wave I didn't even notice. Activate this, drag them all to the center, and then burn them. Big fire. And let's drop that missile. Big missile. There we go. Okay, good. Anyways, AGamer's other 2 comments. One says vampire wants water and water and water.
Like my songs,
What?
my albums,
Don't know what that implies, but I guess if vampire wants water, then vampire wants water. But also your other comment says, I think the chocolate ranks are random teams because they're capped at 60. I'm pretty sure. I don't even think they're real teams as far as I've seen. But I don't know. To each their own. Anyway, man, we are really drilling through quotes. Think everything that I have like over 300 of them, nearly 400. I think I spent like easily like 100 of this here alone. Sheesh. But anyway, Princess Blue also left a comment saying Space Donut, Pinecone, Cotton, Snapdragon, oh, and Adventurer. I can see those as like worthwhile. I should have used the buff first. That's my bad. Use the attacks first and then just hang out for as long as possible just so we can get our HP back. Okay, good. Back in action. Instantly use the buff again. Okay. Good, we're at the boss already. Every single level has had a boss, I swear. Unless it's like the beginning ones. It's just every single sailor has just been a boss by itself. And I swear at this point, would it be fitting if I just took off the costume for White Pearl and just turned it into Black Pearl? No. I would, just to make it fit the story, but I gotta stick with White Pearl the whole way through. I'm not gonna leave her behind. I'm not gonna be one of those bad pleb land cookies. Are you crazy? What is that thing? What? Wailing Dark Sea? Oh, no, what is this thing? This might be the final boss for all I know. I gotta be honest. Oh, wait. Well, here's the guide. Ignores all incoming non-crit damage. When its HP goes below a certain level, it goes haywire and gains a temporary attack buff while receiving greater water-type damage. It's this thing again, except it's even worse. Alright, well, that means I have to plan something. I'm gonna have to, like, plan a team that would be appropriate for this because, last time I did this, it was awful, but before I do that, I'm going to read some comments. First of all, there's one from Awesome with a Head saying, I hate how Super Mayhem always comes at the worst times. Of course it does. When else would it come out? Because it's just going to be death and destruction, especially when it comes to the Black Pearl, White Pearl story. And also, Arian Funhouse left a comment saying, common question, I would bring whipped cream cookie, cinnamon cookie, herb cookie, sparkling cookie, and vampire cookie on the seaside resort, mostly because of the beaches. I'm surprised how you also, like, you brought herb, sparkling, and vampire, but I'm surprised how you didn't bring mint choco. That's my personal impression. Whatever. Anyway, I gotta set something up because this is gonna be bad. Alright, so the first strategies I call crit stupidity. And what do I mean by that? Well, I got this leveled up to 12 just so I can have a 30% crit increase. And also for some of these cookies, I got some crit toppings on them. So like Bataya is obviously the normal attacker, which I'm not sure if I should do any replacements. I'm thinking I should. If it doesn't work, maybe I could do that in the second topping slot. But yeah, I have you as a selected preset just with all the things, and also this one as well. And this one I think would just be good for the normal buffs. But Cream Puff also just that as well. So will we have good crits? I'd say yeah, but will it be enough to get through the level? That's what I'm curious about. We're gonna only just have to try it and see what happens. Because the main thing is that we just need to get past the boss. The enemies we could probably just fly through. I'm hoping at least, because if not, then that's going to be another issue on our hands. Activate the buff, thank you. Okay, yeah, we just fly through the enemies. They're just going to get beat up real quickly right here. Get out of my face, get out of my face, get out of my way, get out of my path. Doesn't really matter. And we're going up the steps. Oh, that's a big plub.
Abalone Cookie? Why is it so quiet? We shot so many torpedoes and harpoons.
Well, probably because you killed them.
Don't you worry. They'll come up to the surface soon enough. Just you wait and see. What's this ominous feeling? Something's not right. What's that sound?
What's that? Look at the sky. Clouds are gathering again!
Storm! Another storm is coming!
Yeah, this really does seem like a final showdown. Those aren't tears. It's a storm.
I saw something in the water just now.
It could just be a fish.
What? Is it that white gem mermaid again?
No, there's something dark in the water. It's sinister.
It's circling the ship! What is it?
It's a shark.
Now it's raining, and the waves are rising.
Snap.
The anchor broke! The ship!
Everyone, settle down! It'll go away after the storm!
Oh, there it is.
Oh, laughter?
It's the sea deity, the god of the sea, and it's angry!
Ah, there's no such thing!
Alright, something just broke the ship.
Ah, the monster! It's a sea monster!
That's the same scene they use once you beat the Black Lagoon thing. And instead of her, like, actually being upset, she's actually smiling. That's actually terrifying. That's a terrifying edit.
Oh, you! What's happening? The mermaid with the white pearl is...
Stand your ground! No jumping ship! It's only one mermaid! It's no match for our shells and harpoons!
You think you can defeat me? You weaklings! Foolish, insignificant cookies! Sure not even a crumb of your dough returns to land.
Oh, the crab's walking up. And they're hidden inside. Okay, I don't know what the plan is here. I think the optimal plan is just spam. Did they just make our health go down? I think... Oh my gosh, we just did a chunk of damage! I didn't know... who did that? Oh, shoot, I was kind of worried. But I honestly... Okay, I did not expect it to do that much. Oh my gosh, talk about power of the undersea. We're shattering the thing. We're not doing good in regards to, like, well, actually, no, now we're doing better now. Okay, like, yeah, it's... All I did was just give it good, like, jelly, like, crit toppings. I thought I was gonna do, like, so much worse. Oh my gosh, maybe it was Tart Titan. Because, like, the big boss damage. I don't know. Okay, if we could just keep this momentum... Oh, shoot, Tart Titan's dead. Alright, big issue. Tart Titan being dead just because that's a big attack, user down. If we can keep up the momentum, though, even with, like, the slow damage that we have going on, I think we should still be A-okay. We just don't have good damage going on. Just keep on healing, and then just keep on attacking. Come on, summon the big fire, big fire, big fire. Okay, it's not even at 200,000 HP. You just gotta take a deep breath. Just calm it. Use your buffs. Use that slash of the sword. Use the tsunami. Come on, it's just a little bit more. Just take down the crab, drop it in the ocean. They'll probably just sink and get abandoned. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Only 5,000 more. There it is. Oh.
Save our souls! Ah, no! My gem! My catch! No! Ah!
It's too late. And now I'm pretty sure he's dead forever. I hope he's dead forever. If he's not dead forever, I'll be upset. I was gonna be so much more worried. That was my first strategy. Okay, bear in mind, if it's crit damage, you don't need to do any cookies who are, like, specifically into using crits. Just spam him with, like, just use high damage dealers and just give him the crit toppings instead to raise their crit chance to, like, 50%. And with the Scythe Treasure, that boosts it up with an extra 30, making it 80%. So nearly all of your damage just turns into crits, and then you just turn into, like, a normal fight. But make sure, I guess use Tart Titan too, because that big crit damage was really big. Okay, this seems like it's gonna be the end of the story, so I think I'll continue on with this. It might be a little bit more of an extended video, but I'm just gonna read the rest of the comments, and then we'll get through it. One comment coming from the Hoo Hoo Man saying, I would bring Adventure Cookie, Melon Bun, Sorbet Shark, Cotton, and, oh, that was only 4. They can help me in the long run. bring an extra one. You still have an extra slot available. And lastly, for Sonic Gamer saying, we should just put a water hose in Vampire Cookie's mouth. Inflation artist, good idea. Alright, I don't want to see that ever again. That was the most cursed comment I could have ever read. Anyway, these are only 3 more cutscenes. We're just going to go through them because this seems like where all the story is going to end. So let's just go through it. Might be a longer video, but who cares? We have the quotes to spare.
Phew. Finally, a bit of quiet. All those screaming cookies are gone.
Thank you, honestly. I'm actually happy.
So are the sounds of the harpoons, the cannons, the creaking ship. I obliterated them all. Now I'll have silence until the end of time. My strength is overflowing. Finally, I feel completely free. Now then, do you see? I have turned the sea into my sea of darkness. As soon as any cookie sets foot in these waters.
Crash! I'll smash them into pieces!
Crimson Coral Cookie? This sea has completely darkened. Our kingdom has been devastated. And the Sea Fairy Tear is nowhere to be found. Great power must have been unleashed here.
It's the work of White Pearl Cookie. The cookies cannot live in a place that carries no trace of the former kingdom, nor the Almighty Sea. We must leave for new waters.
Crimson Coral Cookie? What about our youngest, White Pearl Cookie?
She can no longer leave this place. She has become the Sea of Darkness itself.
White Pearl Cookie.
She will do well. She obtained what she had wanted for so long, and protected the sea, like she always wished to do.
That's true. No one will be able to breach these waters now. It would be nice if we could say farewell before we leave.
It would, but these waters are too dangerous now.
We have no time. Check on the injured cookies and prepare to leave.
Yes.
I suppose our beautiful kingdom now will live on forever inside of you. As long as your Sea of Darkness remains. But what will I do when I miss you? Goodbye, White Pearl Cookie.
That's actually really sad, because that's not even just saying goodbye to White Pearl. That's literally just saying goodbye to White Pearl as existence, because now she's Black Pearl Cookie. There's no way she's coming back unless, I don't know, she finds some way to reconcile. Maybe Floyd Oyster comes back as Eldrin returns the Pearl, something like that. And they maybe meets up with the Mermaids again. But I think she's far too gone. And that kind of makes me sad. But anyway, peaceful day at the sea. Back at Peppermint Cookie's point of view. By the way, I just realized Peppermint probably told me the most tragic story of all time. Did you want me to cry?
And that's the end of that ancient tale. Peppermint Cookie, you know so much stuff.
Sorbet, when the pleb did you get here?
There's a lot you can learn if you just listen to the sound of the waves. Like the truth behind long-lost rumors. I didn't know the legend of the Dusk Gloom Sea and the story of the Tower of Frozen Waves were related. Well, the sea is bigger than you can imagine, and its waves never stop flowing. Perhaps the feelings imbued in this tall and shining tower found their way into the deepest depths down below. That's right! It's just like they say, the splash of a fin in the east can become a big wave in the west. I wonder how Black Pearl Cookie feels now. The heart is like the sea. It's impossible to understand perfectly. But she might be happy. Happy? Yes! The joy of fulfilling your biggest dream is indescribable. I wonder then, when will the longing that reaches out for the moon from the Tower of Frozen Waves every night turn into happiness? Sea Fairy Cookie. Sorbet Shark Cookie. Are you coming up here? Yeah, because talking to you was so much fun. And I thought it'd be even nicer to talk up there on top of the whale. Yay! My peppermint whale welcomes you.
You're such an adorable little pleb. And of course, that sound just had to play right now. And now you're back to being a human.
That's right. The sea is really beautiful from here, isn't it? It looks like it's sparkling in the sunlight.
True, I understand that.
Yeah, that's why we can see it so well. By that I mean the tower of frozen waves and the dusk gloom sea out in the distance, of course.
There's the conch shell. Alright, so there's one more story being called Black Pearl Throne, and I'm very curious as to what that's going to be about. I'm not going to just leave it off on a cliffhanger. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and start it. We're already over 30 minutes. It's going to be an overly long video, but I think this is the very last cutscene. I think. I don't know. I mean, if this hasn't unlocked yet, I'm pretty sure this should be the last cutscene. Black Pearl Throne. Back down deep under. Rolling down in the deep. By the way, look at that crab.
Those foolish cookies are dipping their dough into my sea once again. How sweet. How should I destroy them this time? Oh, what a sizable ship. Perfect for me to destroy. How should I pick it up?
Wait a second, is this gonna be like a throwback to the Captain Caviar story? I know they're talking about Lord Oyster, or are they talking about Avalon? I swear, if they're talking about Lord Oyster, then that's BS. The pleb had no other choice!
You really think adding a white figurehead to the ship will ensure our safety? Told us to bring it. And that's going to make a difference? Well, how important can this tiny gem be? Although I must admit, it's amazing how beautiful it still is after all this time.
Is that the pearl?
It looks like rumors of it being the pearl are true.
That's right. That white gem.
What's this light? In my sea of darkness? Is it moonlight? No, it can't be. This light is the tear of a mermaid who cries no more. Who is it? My head hurts.
So whenever she thinks about Sea Fairy or Moonlight, either or, then apparently her head starts to hurt because I guess Sea Fairy's intentions were one of kindness and love, but now Black Pearl doesn't think like that anymore, so whenever she actually thinks that as if it were a breakthrough, she just starts getting instant migraines?
You're my moon.
And once you have accomplished all your goals, come back to meet me again.
This voice. These memories. Ah! Yes, I remember it faintly now. Long ago, there was an entire sea for me alone. But that sea is nothing but a void now.
Well, that's a great depressing way to end this story. It's like, I feel like that's just a clear Mermaid's Tale heart. No, I'm not doing that. It really does feel like, yep, now that's unlocked. It's like whatever glimpse of hope that was kind of in the past there, that she kind of thought of, just made her just kind of throw it away, and now she's just forever dark. And I really hope, like, I know it's kind of me sounding silly, but I really do hope that there's some story someday where it's kind of like a return to this, where, like, you know, she kind of reverts back into being sweet, you know, an actual, like a nice person. At least having some sort of, like, you know, realization where, like, maybe, like, not every single cookie's that bad, but then again, I gotta be honest, I don't think that's gonna be the case, because, of course, Devsisters really love stabbing us in the heart. with that being said, I'm pretty sure this is way more than a good place to end the episode, so I'm just going to end it here. If you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoyed this whole entire set of stories, then be sure to leave a like on the video, and also share it with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And also in the description is a link to all my social media. There's a link to my Discord called the Hypenese Hub, there's a link to my merchandise, and there's also a link to a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can give the Kick Run YouTube set for absolutely free. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.